Hi, I'm Niki Seberini, and thank you very much for watching my vlog. I wanted to share a very humbling experience that I had just a few weeks ago, which made me realize that I may be a speaker and a facilitator and help people emancipate their minds from stressful and anxious thoughts, but I'm also a student, and I will always be a student, and that is what life is about. And as soon as you feel, wow, I've learned everything and I know everything, life has a way of throwing you lessons and challenges to just make you realize that in fact lessons are ongoing and that it's only just the beginning. So let me share the story. I'm a voiceover artist and I was booked to do a job, and I went along to do the job, and I had to voice a mother in a television commercial, and I was busy recording the voice, and there seemed to be conflict between the advertising agency and the clients about the voice and the delivery and whether they should use the actress or whether they should use my voice. And halfway through my recording, the young man from the advertising agency came in very sheepishly and he said, "Niki, there's a lot of politics going on here. You're great, but you can go." And I said, "But I'm not finished the job. What do you mean I can go?" He said, "You can go." And in the middle of the recording, I had to pick up my bag and I had to leave. It was like the greatest rejection. I mean, I've been doing voiceovers for 23 years and this has never ever happened. And I remember in the car on the way home, all of these thoughts going through my mind of, wow, I can't believe it. And did I do something wrong? And how could they treat me like that? But I seemed to be okay. The problem was that those thoughts didn't just disappear. So I continued to have these thoughts. That night, I started to think, why was I rejected? And that was so humiliating. And what did I do wrong? And why did they treat me like that? And by the next day, I wasn't just having these ongoing thoughts, but I had all of these awful feelings that went with the thoughts. You see, these unreasonable thoughts had taken up permanent residence in my mind. And so what happened is I attached so many things to their decision to use another voice. I attached my value, my worth, everything was attached to that. And what I realized, I kept having this voice, this out-of-body experience, and the voice was going, Niki, this is happening to you. What you teach, what you speak about, you're having stressful thoughts, you're creating a whole reality because of your thoughts. You've got to do something about it. And so I went straight back to my 5 pillars of mind mastery. And I worked it. And I did the questions, the Byron Katie questions. And I worked it. And very quickly I came to see that it wasn't them and what they had done to me, but it was just my thoughts about what they had done to me that was so paralyzing, that felt so humiliating, that felt like it was such a huge rejection. But once I had done that, I had overcome it. The charge attached to that thought was gone. And so why did I decide to share that story with you and vlog it and get it out there? Because it's just a very humbling realization that our work is never done. And that sometimes we think we've seen the light, or we think that we've achieved something, or at last, now I know. Our lessons are never finished. We are always students and we are always learning. And in fact, we should be open and welcome to the lessons. So the next time you feel like you've taken maybe 5 steps forward and maybe 2 steps back, remember that the 2 steps back are part of the learning experience. Listen, you take care. I look forward to being with you again. For me, Niki Seberini, until then, goodbye.